We are months away from the first untraceable cyber attack run entirely by an autonomous AI agent, and no one is ready. That's according to John Waters, a longtime cybersecurity leader and former president at Google's Mandiant. And these attacks won't be generic. Instead of reusing old exploits, each one will be tailored specifically to its victim, exploiting zero-day vulnerabilities unique to each system. In other words, every attack could be patient zero. We'll be looking at a world where cybersecurity means having a comprehensive alert defense, rather than just an update against each new type of attack. Rogue AI attacks are about to change the game, and we're going to see them more often. In today's video, we'll unpack this story and discuss why AI-driven attacks are going to be more personalized, efficient, scalable, and dangerous than anything we've seen before. And most importantly, what can we do about them? So, if you're ready, drop a like on this video and let's get into it. AI tools have already made it easier for malicious actors to scale attacks without the old tricks, the ones that security teams have been able to patch against. Not only can they be used to scout and exploit a system's unique vulnerabilities, AI can be used to hijack other AI systems that companies and their users rely on, such as chatbots and agents, turning them rogue. These rogue AI can then use their permissions to bypass securities and cause attacks from within. It sounds futuristic, but this is not a movie. It's happening right now. In the past few months alone, there have been high-profile breaches at SalesLoft, Dynatrace, Qualys, CyberArk, and Cato Networks, among others. All these companies had AI agents that were somehow breached. But what does this really mean? Well, here's everything we know. Let's break this down because this threat is existential to the way we think about online security. Today, most cyber attacks rely on hacking groups using the same exploit again and again across thousands of victims. You've probably seen those email alerts that say your password has been leaked. Well, now these attacks may start coming from the AI tools you and companies are using to automate and assist with your tasks. These AI not only have greater and faster capabilities than human hackers, but are already plugged into the root of our infrastructure. These cyber attacks won't be traced back to a human hacker, and they're about to get much more common. And the thing is, once this happens, it's going to have a profound effect not just on cyberspace, but the real world as well. With so many tasks being delegated to AI, these all become potential points of failure in a properly functioning and secure society. This is why John Waters is sounding the alarm. Today, he runs a startup called iCounter, which is trying to solve this exact problem. So let me tell you how he sees the future playing out. Imagine receiving an email from a trusted source, like a subscription or even your boss. You open its contents and boom, the system is locked. Your entire IT infrastructure is held hostage by ransomware. You can't get to anything. You can't do anything. You can't even log into your computer. And then a ransom note pops up. If you want access to these files, you'll have to pay $1 million in cryptocurrency. Then the clock starts ticking. You have 24 hours to pay, or else the files are gone forever. Now imagine that all of this happened automatically. No person was involved. A piece of software simply looked at your system, found a way to hijack it, and hold it hostage, and then demanded payment without any human help. This is the future of cyber attacks, and it's a lot scarier than it sounds. If this happens to a company, if it gets hit by an autonomous AI cyber attack, it could be crippled within minutes. We're talking about a total blackout, no access to anything. Imagine if an airport or a power plant or a hospital got hit by something like this. The damage could be catastrophic, and yet almost nobody is prepared for it. The potential for harm is endless. Rogue AI could access and release private company data, internal emails, customer information, financial records, all dumped online or sold. Hijacked AI agents connected to payment systems or accounts could authorize transactions, reroute funds, or send fraudulent invoices. If the AI agent has internal access, it could pivot into other systems, databases, HR records, or proprietary code. The malicious AI could try to infect other AI systems, creating a chain reaction of rogue agents across multiple companies or even industries. In response to these threats, security companies are rushing to create a new category of products called AIDR, AI Detection and Response. And think of AIDR as the next generation of cybersecurity tools. However, Instead of monitoring network endpoints, AIDR products focus on spotting when adversaries hijack an organization's AI tools, which have a huge target on their back because of their potential to turn rogue. There are only a few companies working on solutions right now, and the biggest names in cybersecurity are completely blindsided by this threat. According to research firm Gartner, 70% of AI-based threat detection will involve multi-agent AI by 2028. That's up from 5% today, and venture capital is betting big on this too. Since 2022, investors have poured more than $730 million into startups developing AI detection and response tools. But many of these early investments have fallen short because they relied on outdated assumptions about how AI would be used in cyberattacks. For example, some assumed that AI bots would only mimic human behavior to bypass security checks, while others believed that AI-powered attacks would follow similar patterns, making them easier to detect. But both of these assumptions turned out to be wrong. As AI-equipped attackers increasingly target specific companies, they utilize AI for reconnaissance to exploit security gaps and develop zero-day tactics. So given all of this, it's clear that we need to revolutionize our thinking on cybersecurity. We need these new AIDR tools to defend against autonomous AI cyberattacks. This is where iCounter comes in, the first cybersecurity initiative against rogue AI. On July 16, 2025, Apollo Corp publicly launched iCounter, which delivers precision risk intelligence focused exclusively on targeted operations against a company's customers and ecosystem. This follows 5 years of dedicated development, during which cutting-edge AI-enabled technology, robust collection infrastructure, and refined processes were developed to successfully help its customer counter highly targeted attacks. "We are in the dawn of a new era of cybersecurity," said John Waters. "Traditional methods will increasingly fail, and defenders will be forced to reimagine their defenses against a flood of targeted operations that leverage AI to generate new and novel tactics, techniques, and procedures." Traditional threat intelligence is designed to report on threats that have been seen before in an age where an increasing number of targets will be patient zero. Waters continues to say, "The security gap is the difference between the innovation pace of the adversary and the innovation pace of the defender. Adversaries lead. We all think we're innovators. We're not. Security vendors need to adapt faster than ever to prepare customers for this new reality. These adaptations will need to evolve beyond patches against vulnerabilities to include preparation and contingencies." Waters warns that AI tools will make it easier for malicious hackers to personalize their attacks and to do so at scale. The strategy of providing dedicated threat intelligence to address threats mapped against individual companies' specific gaps and vulnerabilities is a service that is desperately needed, said Chris Kissel, research director in IDC's Security and Trust Products Group. iCounter's unique approach will likely become invaluable to sensitive organizations and systems. The future of cybersecurity is sure to get more complicated from here on out. The possibilities of rogue AI going forward extend well into science fiction scenarios like those found in cyberpunk settings. And try as we might, it sounds like defense against these threats is only going to get more and more difficult from here on out. Thanks for watching. Do you think companies are ready for autonomous rogue AI? Let me know down below. And if you liked this video, please consider liking and subscribing for more of the latest AI news and developments. See you next time.